Bashers. Wow, that took a while to get kicking. Sorry, I'm a couple of minutes late. I had to reboot my system. Trouble everywhere. And I'm not wearing a hat today to be a hipster. I have no heat in my apartment, probably due to DL, because what does she do? She loves to taunt us, treat us like idiots, like second-class citizens. Uh, it just never ends with her. It's just a never-ending thing. Well, I'll have a lot to say next week when I have to go see her before a judge because I'm tired of it. We have no heat. It's like 50, 51 degrees in our house, and I'm freezing. So I have my green screen that's creating some bafflement for me, and I have a portable heater and stuff like that. First world problems. How are you all today in the Basherverse? Great to see everybody in the room. I love how everybody immediately went for them. I was watching something this morning on Larry, and I have to admit, I knew of Larry, but I didn't know the full story on Larry. And I thought, what a great way to showcase a special cat. And that's Larry, the number 10 Downing cat. He's been there for 6. Am I freezing now? He's been there for 6 different prime ministers, and it's his house. They just serve there. Incredibly. And I wanted to tell you about, for most people who are in the realm in the United Kingdom would know about Larry, and he's a 17-year-old cat that they rescued, and he was born in 2007. He's a British domestic tabby cat, and he's served as the chief mouser of the Cabinet Office at 10 Downing Street since 2011. He's cared for by the Downing Street staff and is not the personal property of any prime minister of the United Kingdom. Larry's lived at 10 Downing Street during the premierships of 6 ministers: David Cameron, Theresa May, Boris Johnson, Liz Truss, Rishi Sunak, and Keir Starmer. He was born a stray cat around 2007 and later came into possession of the Battersea Dogs and Cats home. In 2011, he was adopted by the Downing Street staff, initially intended to be a pet for Cameron's children. He was described by the Downing Street sources as a good ratter and as having a high chase drive and hunting instinct. In 2012, the Battersea Dogs and Cats home said that Larry's publicity has resulted in a 15% increase in cat adoptions, which I just think is fantastic. And let me show you a picture of him if you guys don't know who he is. I just think he's adorable. And I love, if you can go on YouTube and watch all this stuff about him. It's so cute. He's got this kind of laissez-faire relationship with the press. He comes out and he stretches and he does all kinds of fun stuff. And this is Larry. Isn't he just amazing? Official portrait 2016. He just kind of comes out and does cat stuff and stretches and rolls on the ground, goes after other cats. Apparently he doesn't like other cats. There was another cat on the premises for a while, and he didn't get along with them so well because he's the king of the castle. And everybody really enjoyed that. Thanks again. We're hitting it out of the park with the thumbnails this month. Thanks so much for everybody looking at them and making comments on it. It's so great. And let's start out with seeing who's in the room. Number 1 for the very first time is Julian. He gets a song today, Larry for Prime Minister. Larry rules. See, all the Brits know all about Larry. I guess the rest of the world is not that hip to him. I knew he existed, and I actually was like, oh, wow, is he still around? I hope he is. And he is, and he's doing well. Constantly things go out to the press. I just read a press leak that said they were preparing for his demise, and no, they said, no, he's doing just fine. He's really, really great, and stop it, people. Julian says, got a couple little quotes from Julian today. I know there's cat hair all over my home, but I really don't care. It's called furniture for a reason. Cats choose us. We don't own them. That is 100% true. There is, incidentally, no way of talking about cats that enables one to come off as a sane person. True again. Always true with Julian. What greater gift than the love of a cat? It's pretty special. It's different because dogs are like, love me, love me, love me. And cats are like, not so fast. Dean says Larry is still at number 10. He's seen 6 prime ministers, indeed. Pack their bags. Larry does not care. He doesn't care. They've seen 6 prime ministers pack their bags. Julian says, in ancient times, cats were worshipped as gods. They have not forgotten this. They certainly have not. I wish that my writing was as mysterious as a cat. Indeed. Dave's here. Dave Fahrenheit 451. I just sent you an email. from Becky Brown because you thanked her, and she just wanted to, in kind, return the favor and say you're welcome and all that stuff because you won one of the straps on the great anniversary show, and you deserve it, man. You've been around here for so long, and you've been one of the very best. Thanks so much, Dave, for that. Julian also says, what greater gift than the love of a cat, indeed. A cat has the ability to disappear into thin air only to reappear when the can opener sounds. It's so funny because now, nobody really uses can openers anymore because we have pull tabs and those kinds of things. And the second you rattle that thing, it's crazy. I used to have a dog named Dinga, and she's still on my screen on my phone, and she was the best dog I'll ever have, and probably the only one I'll ever have as an adult. I had Irish Wolfhounds as a child, 2 of them. Both of them named Mick. Don't ask. Named after my dad's Uncle Mick, but why we named them both Mick was Mickey 1 and Mickey 2. It was crazy. But Dinga was her leaving this earth. It's the girls. I mean, I love the boy cats I've had too, but I mean, the girls just destroy me. I remember opening up cans of food and they would all come running. But with Laverne, it was the pull tabs. But with Dinga, it was if you broke the skin on an orange or if you peeled a banana, she could be in a dead sleep, like down the hall in a bedroom on the bed or whatever, and she would immediately smell it and come running. She loved bananas and she loved oranges, which is crazy, but she did. This is probably the best one of them all. If cats could talk, they wouldn't. No one understands truly the bond we form with the cats we love until they experience the loss of one. Ah, man, that's true. RP1960, thanks for the song, Dirk. Love it. Hey, you deserve it, man. Basher of the day. I did. Well, I apologize to everybody who didn't get them fast enough. I owed some to Nick. I owed to Dave. I owed to a bunch of you guys, Hitesh C and RP1960. I had to do a bunch because, it was a bad couple of weeks. But we're back on track, and everybody should be getting them in correct timing. And I appreciate it. And if you, I'm also pretty careful about not making sure you get the same song over again. I have several songs in rotation, and I have to come up with new ones once in a while. But it's fun. I love doing it. It's for you guys. You rule. Andrew says, bit tight. I'm meaning the schedule for tonight. Oh, he's working. But everyone enjoy the show and upvote and subscribe. And Mike Callan is here. Happy Wednesday, Bashers. Hope everyone is having a great day. I am. I'm listening to the Share book. I took a little afternoon nap because I was freezing. I went under the covers and listened to them, fell asleep listening to Cher, who only narrates kind of the beginnings of each chapter, and then she passes it on to this woman named Stephanie. Forgive me for not knowing her last name, but that was the star of her Broadway show. You know how everybody has like Tina or to see that? Did you see how my image just went out? I disappeared from the show. I have to look into what's going on with my computer. It's Christmas time, and Dirk's gonna get a new computer, a brand new Mac, because this is just getting stupid. Email, everything takes forever. I restarted my. Oh, it's doing it again. Don't do this. Don't do that. Well, maybe sooner than later. Kevin Landon upvoted number 5 today. Happy Grail Watch Wednesday to Dirk and the creators and all the bashers. No work today, so all bash live today. Looks like Larry is doing the walk of shame a little bit. Actually, if you notice in there, I put a big Patek Philippe box, figuring that's a Grail Watch for so many, and I put that there. So he's walking towards a box with a brand new Patek Philippe, not a Patek, but a Patek Philippe. All those watch douches that say Patek drives me bananas. Little things in life that drive me crazy. I seen that. That's a very bad New Yorkism. Oh, yeah, I seen that. Well, when people say paddock, I go, where the horses are, that's where you keep horses. Horses live in a paddock. Paddock. It's just such a douchey, all the New York watch guys that don't know anything about watches or really care about it. They're just statusy guys. Call you, it's a paddock. Yo, you got a paddock? Oh man, my friend Mario's got a paddock. Drives me bananas. Melly C says, I would vote for Larry. So would I. Hey, Dirk and all the bashers. Great to see you in the room. Great. And Steve McLeod just sent me an email. Hey, I have a good show tonight. I just thought you'd want to see my new vintage. I can't wait to get to the Gallery of Bashtards so we can do that. How fantastic. Grail Watch Wednesday, man. It could be the watch you love that you don't have, the one that you aspire to have, or it could be the one that you have and you've always wanted. Either or, it doesn't matter. Ken Furby says, good grief, lots of action in the chat. Larry's had to suffer beyond normal feline tolerance levels. I don't want to share a house with Boris or Liz Truss. Thank you. God, I mean, we have Donald Trump. Say what you want about that. But man, Boris Johnson, what a maniac lunatic that guy was. And Liz, I know. I mean, I guess we all go through, various stages of having to deal with leaders who we just think are just crazy town. Like, my objet desire is Italy, and they have, I mean, let's face it, she's fascista. She's Giorgia Meloni. She's, part of the Brotherhood d'Italia. She's Fratelli d'Italia. She's a fascist, and the Italians have been through that before, but they voted her in, just like, the United States voted in Donald Trump. After all that, and I do believe, I've always said this, I believe in a fair and free election, and that's what they want. That's what you get. I mean, there's nothing you could do about it. You exercise your right to vote, and you make your choices. And like I said, I don't think we had the gleaming knight on the steed, but wow. But Boris Johnson, man, that guy's a maniac. And what is he doing now? What is that guy doing now? I'm chewing gum. Isn't that rude? I'm going to kick that out. I'm chewing gum on my show. What am I doing? Oh, my mother would have had a conniption if she saw me chewing gum on TV. Ken Furby, by the way, hello, everyone. And Dirk, of course, Basher du jour. Oh, that's a great idea, Ken Furby. How about that? Maybe I'll do the next couple in French, because my French is terrible, but it was good when I was a kid, and my pronunciation is still pretty decent. It's just my language skills have escaped me. But my sister Carrie and I, our French was really good when we were kids, because our best friends were from France. Glenn Parker's here. Good old Larry, the only constant at number 10. All hail Larry. I love that you guys, all the Brits, love Larry, and he's such a big star there, because we don't have such a thing. And just as a testament to let you know who Donald Trump is, he doesn't have pets. He's like the only president that never had a pet in the White House. They always have pets. Some more famous than others, but it's very odd to me when you find out that a guy like that, of course he doesn't have a pet, because if you have a cat, it's all about the cat. It's not about you. It's never about you when you have a cat. And dogs are very big. Cats are a far less responsibility than dogs are, because dogs need to run and they need all kinds of crazy stuff. Not that cats don't need it too. They love their nature and all those things. I get all that stuff. I get the Oshino Malley argument. I do. I get it. But you know what? I'm a selfish person, and I love having a house cat. And when I had my dog, we went for runs and we did all that stuff. And we had four flights of stairs that she'd have to go up and down every day, several times a day. She got lots of exercise, and she made it to 17. And she had a good life. She loved her life. She was so incredibly loved, and amazing stuff. And one of the most amazing pictures since we lost Julie last week was the day before Paul's birthday. Unfortunately, Dinga died on Paul's birthday in 2008. And we had all gone out to this house we had out on the end of Long Island. And the last picture I took of Dinga was Dinga and Julie. And she was it was amazing. It was an amazing shot. Hitachi, Cat's in Charge at number 10 Downing Street. Happy Grail Wednesday. Happy Grail. I'm wearing my beautiful Waltham Field and Marine, which I love and I wear quite often. This is a heavy rotation watch. I wear it. It suits me so well. I love it. This is from Angelo Menichello. A million thanks. Where I met him for coffee and we went to Figaro, and then we went out for very undercooked pasta at a very nice restaurant. And neither of us said anything until after we were done. We were just so polite. He's so polite to begin with, far more polite than I am. But and he gave me this watch. It was such a shock and such a beautiful gesture, and I love it. It's just such a great watch, and it's got such a big crown. Such a big crown. You know me, I love a big crown. I'm a crown queen. I love them. Upvote number 4, Hiteshi in the room. Mike Callan's here. Grail Watch coming at you. Blue Cellini Lapis Blue. Oof. I've always been a fan of the Cellini, my dear friend Mike Callan. And I know that when Cellinis were in production, people made fun of them, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Because we think of Rolex as such tool watches. Of course, they're big luxury watches now. They're not built and meant to be that. Some more than others, but the Cellini was. It was their dress watch, their elegant watch, and of course, it's been replaced by something that none of us can afford, or some of us. I hope one of you gets one of them because it's absolutely beautiful. And I always mess up the name. What is it called? The 1919. What is it called? The Rolex. Just goes to show you, 1908. Yeah, that watch is crazy town. Let's look at that. It's so beautiful, man. I always want to call it the 1912, or man, this thing is absolutely beyond gorgeous. Let's play the video. I mean, it's insane. That thing is incredibly beautiful, man. And that's the successor. It's a lot of money, but it's beautiful. And that was the first of the which came first, that open case back with that watch or the Le Mans. And I now it's on the new Daytona, right? The high super high end one. You know me, I'm not a big Daytona guy, but I get it. Franco Fiore, please upvote. Yeah, upvote if you can. All it takes is a little thumbs up, and if you can do that, it tells YouTube that you watch the show, that you're part of a community, and that you want more and stuff like that. And that's great because that's what we intend to do here, is give you more because it's your show. I just host it. Handsome Joe. I always feel like it needs a jazzy tune. Handsome Joe. Do you know Killer Joe? Killer Joe. Killer Joe. I forget who wrote that song, but my favorite version is the arrangement by Mr. Bill Henderson by the Manhattan Transfer. I'm a big Manhattan Transfer fan. I had seen them in the 80s, like, I'm like, going to Maiden shows and pre-shows and Queensryche shows. And I'm like, oh, any of you guys want to go see Manhattan Transfer at Radio City? And they're like, what's that? You don't know about this incredible harmony group? What are you going to do? It's 5:00 somewhere. Well, that means you're in the room. And Dave Fitzsimons is here too. Whoop, whoop. Let's bash. Let's bash for you, Dave Fitzsimons. Absolutely 100%. It's great to see you in the room. Vasilios is here from Greece. Good evening to all. Great to see you, buddy. And it is 5:00. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. I like it like that. I know the guy, one of my customers when I worked at El Rio Grande for 24 years. This really super nice guy. His father wrote that song. His father was Tito Nieves. Go figure that out. Hey, baby, I like it like that. I like it like that. It's a huge Latin song. Huge. Andy M is here. Good evening, kind sir, to you and yours. Only wish the best. Of course, we wish you the best too, buddy. Steve Mack is here from Scotland. Hi, Dirk, and all the bashers. Have a great show. It's great. Well, it's great because you're here, Dean says, it's not difficult for Larry to catch the rats. They eat well at number 10. Could you imagine, like, what goes out? Wow, what do they throw out? What kind of food, what kind of waste happens in, number 10 and all the White House, all those gourmet meals? Because, these people are eating it's probably like, what does Macron eat every night? Is it, catered by, what's the most famous restaurant in Paris? The one that, oh God, I can't remember the name off the top of my head, but it was the one that was around forever. I don't know if it still is. I know that Air France used to have it catered in first class in La Première. What is that? Let me look that up. Most famous, you guys will know before I can look this up. Restaurants in Paris. God, I don't think is it gone? Legendary Paris restaurants. Le Tour d'Argent, Le Trembleu, Cafe Flore, I've been there. That's, Le Fouquet, L'Arpège, Le Closerie de Lilas, Bouillon, Charturier, Chez Georges, No, what's Maxime's I'm thinking of. It's not listed in there, but that's what I'm thinking of. What does he eat? Do they still is Maxime still a thing? Does it still exist in this world? But I remember that years ago, Charles de Gaulle used to love that. He used to say that that was his favorite. Not that I would remember because it's before my time, but you know what I mean. And Mart is here. Cat rules number 10 Downing Street. After all, he has more brains than the prime minister. Always. Cats have more brains than any human, don't they? They certainly do. And does he meow in English? Yes, he goes, meow, meow. And he's definitely got RP. He's got the received pronunciation for sure. Mart, tell us what's going on in your new house. Tell us what's going on with Bronson and how he's acclimating and all of that stuff. As long as he's eating and found a place that has charted out his comfortable spots, let us know because we all care. We all care what Bronson thinks. You're here, darling. Great to see you. Official portrait. Love that. Isn't it great that he's got an official portrait? I think it's just the most darling thing ever in the universe. The only resident of Downing Street worth a damn. And he says, I'll probably be arrested. No, because you live in a fair and free democracy. Here's a question. This is an important question because freedom of speech, of course, is one of the most famous tenets of our society in the United States. However, it's not necessarily true. While Russians can go around and saying, Putin's a douche, I could certainly walk around and say Biden's a douche or Trump's a douche or whatever. But there are certain things that you can't say. You can get a hate speech, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Do you guys have any ramifications whatsoever for saying things? And if you do, there it goes again. Here it goes again. Got to get to the bottom of why. And I reset all my PRAM on my Mac. And that means when you reset your parameter RAM, it means like it's resetting all the connections to things and discharging electricity and all that stuff. And I did it all. But I'll get to the bottom of it. I'm not going to complain. Ray, back from Xmas Fair. Sold 4 watches, my work. Did you sell 4 watches, Ray? What did you sell? Are you going to tell us? Oh, you sent us a picture the other day of your collezione. So what's that like? Andy M says, Ray, no! Oh, my God. And Handsome Joe says, I had a dog that knew if you took an apple out of the fridge from anywhere in the house, it would come running. Isn't that funny? You had a dog that loved fruit, too. Now, I was never... I had dogs. As I said, I had Irish Wolfhounds growing up, and maybe because there was never any fruit in my house because I'm Irish. And I can't say the only person in my home growing up who liked any kind of fruit, and there it goes again. Why you keep doing that? It was my mom. None of the siblings, the 4 of us, are fruit eaters. My sister Pat probably does a little bit. Because I used to make her waffles whenever I stayed over there, or pancakes, and I would always put strawberries on the top. I think strawberries are good. But I'm not a big fruit guy. I have to admit, I'm not. But that's cute. You had a fruit dog too. We used to call Dinka the fruit bat because she had big ears, big pointy ears. She looked like a bat. MJOH says Larry is the most productive civil employee in Whitehall. I love that. I love the fact that you guys have so much reverence for him because he's beautiful, and I just love his attitude. He's like, man, fuck it. You had a great night. Hey, I'm so glad for you, Ray. Prush Stuttgart is here. His Grail Watch is the Cartier tank Cintrier in yellow gold, 14 karat. Add another Grail to the list. Let's look that up, okay? Let's do that. That's what we do on Grail Watch Wednesday. That's Cartier tank. Let's see. I'll pull that up in half a second. So everybody has, it's beautiful. In yellow gold. Let's find it. Let's look at it. Is it on Chrono? Let's see. Let's pick this one. What's going to go to the other one? You bastard, you bastard. Oh, brother. Is it? Yeah, I want to look at it on Cartier. That's where I want to look at it. Why is Cartier taking... it is beautiful, man. Oof. Yeah, sure. Give me some of that, man. Wow. Yeah, it is absolutely exquisite. The Tank Americain. Beautiful. Is that the right one? Let's see if I have the right one. Huh. I think I do. Let me make sure of that. Do I have the right one? No, I don't. There it is. That's the one we want. So let me click on this link so it opens it up. Hey, baby, I like it like that. That's going to be stuck in my head now. There it is. Yeah, that is absolutely gorgeous. I love it because it looks so incredibly vintage. Beautiful watch. $19,600. Okay, that's US buckets. Luxury watch. That's cheap though. Why luxury watches in the USA says 63,000. These must be several different varieties of this thing, right? Wow. That is absolutely gorgeous, man. Absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely. Handsome Joe says, remember the Italians elected Cicciolina to the Senate. Yeah. For those of you who don't know who that is, Cicciolina was an Italian porn star. She was elected to the Senate in Italy. I mean, and she was married to somebody really famous too. I forget who it is. Let's pull her up because she's fun. Let's go. Let's go talk about Cicciolina. Oh my God. She's still around, right? Yeah, Ilona Staller. Is she not Italian? Is she German? I love that you said that, Joe. It's hilarious. Here she is. So that's a picture of her. Nice. Oh boy. Member of the Chamber of Deputies in office July of 1987 to April of 1992 in the constituency of Lazio. Oh, she's Hungarian. She's born in Budapest, Hungary. So she, known by her stage name of Cicciolina, and is a Hungarian Italian former porn star, politician, and singer. I didn't know she sang. Staller gained fame in the early 70s through her radio show Voulez-vous coucher avec moi and became widely recognized by her stage name Cicciolina. She appeared in numerous films and gained notoriety for being the first to bare her breasts on live Italian. She was the first to do that? Because here's a funny story that you guys don't know about. If you go to Italy and you turn on the news, they're practically topless. It's toplessville. Now I knew this, and I don't know whether or not Dana knew this. So we're in Vicenza, and we got this beautiful Airbnb, and it was gorgeous. As a matter of fact, it's on an episode of like House Hunters International. You know what? I'm going to find it for you because this is just something fun to talk about. Let me see. House Hunters. And the girl that was looking to buy this place, yeah, it's called Victory in Vicenza is the name of the episode. And yeah. Oh, they don't show it. Anyway, it's called Victory in Vicenza. So we got this apartment, and it was right outside the main square, like right off of it, like 20 meters off. And it had a huge, like 62-inch television. And we're there with the kids, and the kids were young. This was 2017. The kids were really young, and we turn on the TV and we're watching stuff, and all of a sudden, there's boobs everywhere. Click, click, boobs. Click, boobs, boobs, boobs. And she's like, "What is this?" And Paul goes, "It's Italian television." So Cicciolina was the first. I did not know that. How fascinating. Interesting. Andrew says that some politicians should not be trusted around small furry animals. I agree. And thank you, Andrew, for the super chat as well. $5. Upvote everyone and show the love and support for the show. Be kind and an inspiration to others. Let's give you the super chat gong as we do every time. Thanks, Andrew. Joe says that the 1908 is a Cellini with a different. Agreed, it is, but it's somewhat elevated. It's just one notch above. The thing is absolutely gorgeous. I got to bring my Nespresso machine into my room because I just had a double, and it's like I really want more. Delivery, a garçon. Andrew says, "Wow, nice Rolex. Yeah, it's quite beautiful, and it's a dress watch. It's a beautiful, 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 elegant dress watch." Dean just watched Gladiator 2 today. Denzel, great actor. Okay, I'm glad to hear it because I've been, oh God. I'm wrong about a lot of things. And movies I'm funny on. Like I just didn't think like a Gladiator 2 was necessary. And, it's a whole different cast. And okay. And Denzel Washington, whom I think is a great actor. But every time I see him in an interview, he seems extremely snooty. And I think he's a man of great ego. Or it seems to me, I've never seen him. I've never really liked him ever since what he did to Nicole Kidman at the Oscars. Nicole Kidman, listen, she's a terrific actress. She's a journeyman actress at this point. She's done television and tons of movies, and she got an Oscar for this film called The Hours, which was several different vignettes of different things, kind of in the 80s. And well, not the Virginia Woolf thing. She played Virginia Woolf. I think the movie came out in like 90 or 92. It was a long time ago. And she had a prosthetic nose on just to look more like Virginia Woolf, like anybody would know. And now, of course, you can't do any prosthesis because everybody says, "Oh my God, it's horrible. It's not PC and you're insulting people." The whole thing that went on with Maestro, with Bradley Cooper. And, Bradley Cooper has a big nose. He probably should have not done it. But I didn't find it distracting. But people said it was this, that, or the other. And it's nonsense. But anyway, Denzel Washington gave her the award. And he said... And the winner is, by a nose, Nicole Kidman. And I thought that was very disrespectful. I don't think that was nice. Look at it. I keep disappearing on there. I wonder why that's doing that. I don't know. Oh, maybe I know why now. Oh. Hold on a second. I'm going to try something, okay? It's definitely not that. I thought maybe I didn't have my Wi-Fi turned off on my camera, but I do. So there you go. It's not that. Anyway, I'll watch it eventually. And I'm going to watch Wicked too, because I said wicked things about Wicked. But everybody I know who I respect and likes films has said it's just spectacular. And then I watched this documentary where it's not all CGI and all that stuff. Now, today was one of the very few days ever that Paul was home because he's so busy. I made breakfast and we watched the last Indiana Jones movie called The Dial of Destiny. Now that movie did not do very well, and people were like, it was fantastic. It looked great. The de-aging or whatever deep fake they used on Harrison Ford was the best I've ever seen in a film ever. It was astonishingly good. I thought the Fleabag, Phoebe Waller-Bridge, was great. Marion shows up. It was just a terrific film. I know Spielberg didn't do it, but it looked like Spielberg felt. The film was beautiful, and it's John Williams. I loved it. I thought it was so exciting and so fun. So who knows, Mike Callan says, Joe, you're 100% right as rain. Joe's always right. Oh, Joe loves Manhattan Transfer. Of course you do, you killer. Of course you do. Posh nosh. Amazing. They all eat at McDonald's, even the French. Listen, I'll never forget when I saw McDonald's. Listen, McDonald's is everywhere. It's just, like Starbucks. It's just insidious. They're everywhere. But a lot of Americans, listen, Europeans have elocuted taste buds. They speak multiple languages. The cultures are interchangeable. There's so many amazing things. They love Indian. They love Chinese. They love all these different Italian and French and all food. They eat borscht and they do stuff. Americans, it's hot dogs and apple pie and burgers and steaks. And, like, here's a perfect example. My childhood, with the time that I spent in Ireland, everything was boiled in a big pot. The Irish had zero culinary expertise except for great baking. Great pies, great breads, great scones, all that amazing stuff like that. But the food was just, ugh. I remember we would die when we were there. Like, oh God, everything's so horrible. And but my dad's uncle Mick, who lived right across from the Phoenix Park, used to make eggs and rashers and fat, and it's just, we would all just die while we were there. So we probably would have loved to have gone to McDonald's. And that's, now Ireland is ridiculous. You go down to down what is the town? There's a French culinary down in Kinsale. I mean, I was in Kinsale like 20 years ago, and I couldn't believe it was all French cuisine. It was outrageous food. Ireland now has great cuisine. Yes, you can get everything you want in America, but Americans in general don't really. They love McDonald's, they love drive-thru, they love Taco Bell, they love all that stuff. It's really true. Yeah. Dean says the Apple Mac is dying. It's not feeling good, man, Dean. It isn't. And I'm, like I said, I'm a well-tuned Mac repair dude, and I've done just about everything. It could be, I don't know what it is. I'll figure it out. But whatever. Mart says, hey, Dirk, my email's still not getting through, and just says try again. Come on. My emails are still not getting through. You know what I just did? It's not my box, because my Basherdirk@gmail.com. That is, anybody who wants to send me pictures for today's gallery, you know how to do that, right? You can send me to Basherdirk@gmail.com. This was a brand new account. And because it's filled with pictures, and I don't erase a single picture, I save absolutely everything that you guys send me for blackmail later. And it told me that I was out of space about a month ago. So I just bought the 2 terabyte plan. So I don't ever want to see that again. So I know it shouldn't be on my end, but if you want to send me, see, how else would you do that, right? Oh, brother, bread and butter. Ray just sent me one. I just got one from Ray. You know what you can do? You know what, Mark? I'm gonna do something right now. Okay, I'm gonna send you a link to another email. Just for now. Just for now. Just for now. Give me 1 second. Tell me if you get it, okay? Subject is hi. See if you can reply to this. It's me, Dirk. See what's going on. It could be your new house, maybe because you just moved house. Could be something like that. Let me know if you get it, okay, pal? Because we hate when that technical stuff happens. We absolutely hate it. We hate it. Where were we? Oh, see, it jumped so far ahead. There it is. Andy M says, people are being jailed for Facebook, Twitter posts, and YouTube comments. No freedom of speech in the UK now. In Scotland, you can be jailed for expressing opinions in your own home. So if we're sitting around the fire and I just poured you guys all sherry, and I say, Prince Charles is a dick, or, Keir is a jackass, and then somebody reports me, I could get in trouble. Is that true? What kind of nonsense is that? Canada wants to pass Bill C-63 on hate speech, but it's written that you can be fined or imprisoned based on if they think you might offend. So what is this, pre-crimes like in the Steven Spielberg movie? So there's like a whole pre-crimes unit. There was that Minority Report. Are we living in Minority Report now? What kind of craziness that is? My calendar says Cartier. Yes, please. Yes, please. Cartier. Indeed. Dirk, when you vanish, you look like the Virgin Mary. It's so weird that it does that. And it's funny because, so I use an iPhone 14 as my camera because it's got the big 48 megapixel HD camera on the back. And I have a special piece of software that I use for it. And it's been perfect ever since. So that's really what it's doing. It's just like losing the connection. I don't know why that is, but thanks for letting me know that. Andy M, I have 2 Grails, 2 Pelagos. IHD, I have it. Nice. And the Rolex GMT Sprite, don't have. Sprite guy. I wear my watch on the right. I wear my watch on the right too. I just don't do it on this show for this reason. Because, it's dangerous. It's dangerous. And I don't want to do that. I don't want to hurt it. Because I did it once and you guys noticed it. I love the Sprite. Yeah, Sprite's beautiful. Carolyn Martin is a big GMT Master 2 fan. Well, she's a GMT Master and Master 2 fan, so you guys could talk about that. She probably, I don't know. Do you have one of those, Carolyn? Princess Diana's Cartier tank watch is a chef's kiss. Mwah. It sure is. Yeah. And she bought her boys Omegas, which I think is really, really, really cool. Ray, hey, watch it, buddy. To Mary. People say that anymore. What a Mary. I find all that stuff funny when it's said in jest from a guy like Ray. I think it's funny. It wasn't funny when my new horrible landlord said the other thing to me. Because that was said with hatred. I was like, wow, she's crazy. I even said to her, I said, could you imagine if I said something back to you? You can't do that. You can't say that to somebody. It's terrible. Is Richard Gere a politician? No, but he looks like one. No. And I think he pretty much stays out of it. I think he stays out of it. No. I think so. Sharon loves Nicole. Yeah, she doesn't deserve stuff like that. She's fairly innocuous. She lived through Tom Cruise and Scientology. And, she doesn't, those 2 kids that they adopted during their marriage, she gave up custody of them to get the hell out of Scientology because they're with Tom and they're fully indoctrinated. And then when Katie Holmes broke up with Tom Cruise, her dad was a lawyer and her family were all cops. So she obviously had a game plan in place because I'm fascinated with Scientology. I got audited by them years ago. They still try to hunt me down. And I wasn't interested in it in any way, shape, or form. I just find all those kinds of things fascinating. I find all religions and theologies fascinating. So I knew a guy that, and here's the story. I'll give you the quick story. I'll give you a quick rundown. So I had a customer at my bar used to come in. He was a big kind of like Sicilian dude, like very macho kind of New York kind of guy. And he was very sweet, but very kind and very sweet. And he was very kind to me, very nice. And he said, we should go out for a drink one day. I was like, absolutely, we'll go out for a drink. I think in the course of 24 years, I probably went out maybe 4 or 5 times with customers. Not very many, but I made lots of friends. Anyway, so people were saying, like, I think he likes you. Like, I'm like, oh, he's not gay. He's definitely not gay. And I was like, no way. And so finally one day, I was getting off work and I was coming out of the restaurant. He goes, oh my God, I was just coming in to see you. He goes, how about that drink now? I was like, yeah, sure. Cool. And he's like, we're sitting down at a table and he goes, listen, I got to get something off my chest. And I'm just going to come out with it. And I was like, oh shit, here it goes. And he goes, I'd like to introduce you to the Church of Scientology. Not gay. He wanted me to go with him because he said, you're talented and your career is not exactly where you need to go. I think I have the right, because he's very successful in his chosen path. And he said that Scientology was the reason why he was able to get there. It enabled him. It gave him life skills and stuff. And I said, sure, I'll go. And we went to the Church of Scientology and I was audited, which basically, I don't have anything here that's cylindrical. Actually, I do. So you grab these 2 things, right? And they're metal and they're wired to this thing that looks like a VU meter. And they ask you about 400 or 500, 600 questions. And they're all kind of the same questions reworded. And then they give you an analysis and tell you why you need Scientology. And that thing is called an E-meter or a Hubbardometer. And it basically tells you stress levels. It doesn't do anything, but it tells you whether or not it feels like there's conflict in your life. And if anybody doesn't know about Scientology, the basis of the religion was that billions of years ago, there was a starship that came and exploded these volcanoes, and all these people died, and this warlord named Xenu put a curse on all of the souls of all the people that died from the volcanoes, and they're called God, I don't even remember what they're called. Thetans, right? Oh no, Thetan is the level. Body souls. So anyway, you go up the scale of Scientology, like OT1, operating Thetan 1, operating Thetan 2, operating. So yeah, that's the scale thing. They're the body souls. So what you're trying to do is you're trying to learn this doctrine, learn these tools in order to fend off and become clear. And once you're clear, then the world is your oyster, and you can gather what you need. And it sounds fun, I guess. If for some, it's very science fictiony, but then what isn't? And so I went there. And how did I get on the whole Scientology thing? I don't know. But I did. Denzel's a good actor, but he's not Oliver Reed. Nobody's Oliver Reed, because Oliver Reed needed a good stiff drink. Sharon says, have you seen Burnt Offerings? Oh man, I love the real one, right? The one with Karen Black and Oliver Reed and Betty Davis. As ready for this, Mrs. Allardyce. So Mrs. Allardyce, come on, Joe has not seen it. Oh my God, it's from the 70s. It's this family, and they move into this old kind of Georgian mansion, and they have to be careful because there's a woman. Oh no, she was the grandmother. Betty Davis was the grandmother. Mrs. Allardyce lived in the attic of the house, and they were warned, listen, you can have the house, but you have to be the caretakers of Mrs. Allardyce. She never comes out. Just put her food at the door. It's a great movie. Watch that, Joe. You'll love it. It's great. It's like a horror, 70s horror movie, like the Stepford Wives or something like that. You know, it's loosely Hitchcockian, right? There you go, Sharon. Oliver Reed, Karen Black. Here's my Karen Black impersonation. Salt Lake. This is Nancy. Salt Lake. Airport 75. Put it on your list. Ridley seems hell-bent on trampling over his own legacy and my happy memories. It needs to stop. I agree. I mean, we were trying to pull apart, was it me and Emmett and me and Sheen? We talk about how Ridley Scott kind of just, made Aliens and Thelma and Louise, and he's made a couple of movies that I really liked. Like, I love G.I. Jane. It's a guilty pleasure of mine. I love Demi Moore in it. Jason Begay's in that, and Anne Bancroft is so mean in that movie. Viggo Mortensen is in that film. It's a really terrific film, but he makes a lot of crappy movies. And whatever mojo he had, I just think he kind of lost a long time ago. But I don't know. Let's see. Is anybody? But it was a good film. It looked good. Glad to hear it. The movie Glory is amazing. I've never seen that. I have seen loads and cry every time. So many amazing performances. Do you see Fences? He was great in that. Still have PTSD from Black Hawk Down, because what a piece of shit that was. Oh, brother. McDonald's is American cuisine. It sure is. It's from California. Jeff Koons. Oh, Kevin Landon, you are unbelievable that you pulled that out. That's correct. Cicciolina was married to Jeff Koons, who Paul hates. Paul's an artist. He's got his master's degree in painting from SVA, School of Visual Arts. He hates that guy. Just thinks he's a pop fraud. Isn't that funny? Ireland passed the hate crime last month. Interesting. Glory is so great. The ending makes me boil like a water hose. Well, I'll have to watch it. I've never seen it. Vasilios is, he wants a Batgirl. Okay. You got a nice AP there. Andrew says, crazy world. The Nutters are running the place. It's true. There was a terrible joke about, because if you become famous, everybody says you're gay. That's what they are. And there's like the whole gerbil thing. John Bon Jovi, Rod Stewart, Andy M. I remember hearing about all those different guys back in the day. It's just so stupid. Melly C says, is Scientology a religion or cult? Am I allowed to ask that? I'm glad that you did. Now, Scientology is listed because it was originally listed as a cult. And when you are a cult, you are not afforded tax-free status, tax exemption in the United States of America. One of the biggest scams in America is creating churches and then no longer paying taxes, kind of like Rolex. And you don't have to pay tax. So Scientology eventually they convinced them somehow, some way that they were a religion, and they got tax exemption status. And it has been the work of several people, Leah Remini. They've been trying to get that taken away from them because the church will probably crumble afterwards because they make so much money off of people. It's a tiered scale in the learning, and every single time you go from an OT1, which is an operating Thetan 1 or 2, you go up the learning scale, you have to pay thousands and thousands of dollars. And it's not just tithing. Eventually, you have to pay a percentage of your salary. And there are very strict rules. You're not allowed to fraternize with people who are considered suppressive people, or SPs. Those are people that denounce or say bad things about Scientology. There's a lot of rules. And if you do bad things, you go to this place called Gold, which is like a fenced-in fortress area in the mountains in California. And you're subjected to all kinds of weird sunburns and steam rooms and all kinds of, and you have to do menial labor. It's nuts, man. It's crazy stuff. It's definitely a cult. Steve says, sing me a song, you're a singer. Do me a wrong, you're a bringer of evil. That's from Black Sabbath. L. Ron Hubbard was a science fiction writer. I rest my case. Indeed, yeah. I mean, it's true. And he also said, invent a religion. It's like printing your own money. One of the most famous quotes by L. Ron Hubbard was, he goes, you want to get rich? Invent a religion. And he did that. Fergal's here. He says, hey, Dirk and the Bashers, busy day, so only about to start from the start now. Oh, well, we're watching you. We're watching you. Dave Fitzsimon says, so is Bashers a religion or a cult? It's just friendship. It's a little club. The little club that you guys made. All right. I didn't know what I was going to do when I started the show. I had no idea at all. That's why I say it's your show. I just hosted. Because when I started out, like, yeah, I like watches, and you know, I can certainly go Omega toe to toe with just about anybody. But like other stuff, I learned about a lot of stuff that I didn't know about. But there's tons of watch shows out there. We like watches. We talk about watches. We like lots of other things. The cat thing happened to happen, and but we talk about so much stuff. This is our own little thing. The Bachelors is its own thing. And if you want to call it a cult, go ahead. Yeah. Jason Begay, former Scientologist, 100 billion%. And one of the very first guys to blow the whistle in it. Jason Begay's got the deepest, scratchiest voice you ever heard. And he's a guy that never really made it. He's been on a big show here called Chicago PD in the US for a long time. But before that, he was a journeyman actor, never got anywhere. But he was a Scientologist for a long time. And he's the first guy to come out and call bullshit on the whole thing, which is amazing. Matchstick Man. I love that movie. I think, oh, did he do that? Did Ridley Scott do that? Wow. See, sometimes I'm amazed. Like, I didn't realize he did that. Handsome Joe says, the first Church of Bashes. I think there's a tax break. Oh, that would be great. John Doe says, the actress in Fences, she's heartbreaking to watch. Crushes me. There it goes again. I'll find out. I'll do a bunch of tests on my computer after the show and see. I can't believe that gerbil lied. Bad. I hate when people say stuff like that, as if gay people are into gerbils. That's all that says. Like, everybody's like, oh yeah, I've got a habit trail in the house. What kind of craziness is that? Oh God. I can't remember her name off the top of my head. And I feel like an idiot because she's Viola Davis. She's a genius. She's an absolute genius. I've loved her forever. She's a genius. And I love CCH Pounder too. Incredible. You ever see Baghdad Cafe? Great show. Great movie. John Doe says it's a tax-exempt business. John Doe says it's a very expensive toxic therapy. It is, yeah. Yeah. What I don't know. You can come up with the name of the religions. Basharians? No, we're Bastardos. Bashar. I like Basharisti. I think Dave, who came up with that first? Mr. Fitzsimons came up with Basharisti first. I like Basharisti. I think it's cool because I like all things Italian. I think it's cool. You're Italian. Steve is Italian. He's Siciliani. He is indeed. Oh, that's awfully nice. Thank you so much. Do I get a tax? Maybe we will. Maybe we'll get a tax break. Maybe we'll get a tax break, Mike Callan. CCH was great on The Shield. She's great. She's one of my favorite actresses. I think she's like, I always wait to see if she gets in movies or something because she's so damn great. I love her. And look, it's no name needed, Mike Callan. Yes, you do. Guys, I'm going on and on and on. And you know what? It's time for everybody's favorite part of the show. It's your part of the show. It's the Gallery of Bastards.
The Gallery of Bashtards. Send me the shots, the sublime, the The Gallery of Bashtards. You share them with me, and I share with the world.
The Gallery of Bashers, brought to you by iBashers. This is from Mr. Eric B. This is Tower of London. What is this thing right here we're looking at? I'll read the thing in a minute. I should have read it first. Let me read it first. Because I don't like to bring the emails up as much as I can. We are looking at Houses of Parliament, under the Tower Bridge, the Shard, and its public bar, which I didn't even know existed. That there was. I asked the other day, though, so thank you so much for that. And I know I keep disappearing. It's very weird. I'm an apparition. I guess this is the Shard Bar, huh? That's cool. Next time I'm in London, I'm going to do that. I haven't been there in quite a while. A couple of years. Oh, that is beautiful. Now, if you guys don't know, he's got like the biggest hands you've ever seen in your entire life. That watch is huge, and it looks like perfect on you. Wow. I love that watch. I've always loved that watch. Beautiful. So pretty, huh? The Tower Bridge. Great shot, man. Oh, yeah, look at that. Oh, man, you got some sick shots. Hey, Julian. Are you getting inspiration from Julian with the color? You goof with the color there, right? It almost reminds me a little bit of Julian, doesn't it? Just a little bit, just a wee bit. Because, it's such a signature look. Amazing. Great shots, man. Fantastic. Thanks for those. Thank you. Thanks, pal. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Eric B. Ray says, I can do art. Did you do this, Ray? Goes, I can do art. Okay. Let's see how you do art. Mona Lisa, men have made you. That's pretty cool. Did you make that out of Lego? Oh, even the frame is Lego. Look at that. Look at that. That's pretty cool, Ray. I love it. Where's that hanging in your parlor? Is that hanging in your parlor? And Ray also says no subject. Okay, so we're going to be looking at... Oh, you already have your Christmas tree up? Wow. I guess it's time now is the season, right? It's Christmas time. A Man and His Watch. Everybody has that book, don't they? Look at that. Oh, this is very festive and lovely. Your pirate's flag. Look at his bounty. Look at the bounty there. It's pirate bounty. You have a lot of watches, Ray. Holy shit. Look at that. Oh, man. Jesus Christ. You got a big collezione. What do you got in the swatch box? Is that a moon watch? It's kind of like the box. Looks a little bit different. Did you get one of those newer ones? I wanted to get the new one, and I didn't. I wanted it. I didn't want it. It's a great shot. Great shot, Ray. Thank you, buddy. Thanks for sharing that. And then we got Melly C, Eminem Winter Madness. And she says, hey, Dirk, sometimes they can be friends. Well, you know whose fault that is. It's not Mork's. Look at these two. You know what's crazy is that they're other than the white blaze, their markings are pretty close. The breast and the bib. Look at these two cutie pies. Oh my god, it's so cute. So when we had my cat Glaucus, and I had Dinga and Glaucus at the time. So it was a dog and a female dog and a male cat, and they were the best of friends. As a matter of fact, when Dinga died, he died 7 days, exactly a week later, and he was fine. He just went downhill. We took him to that hospital. They're like, we can't figure out what's wrong with him, and he passed away. He just didn't want to live without his best friend. I have a ledge over my bathroom is next to my kitchen, and there's a big ledge that I put stuff on. It's like a big shelf, but it's over the door frame. He used to hang up there, and he would do this. He would just hang out like this, and you wouldn't see him, and you just see his paw come down, and he would swat at you as you walked through the door. I love when the cats love the big height thing. Oh, look at you two. Super cuties. Oh, they're having a tussle, a love tussle. Now I feel so protective of Mork because I know he had a tough medical year. I'm like, I hope she's kind. I hope she knows. Be nice to Mork. And look at the two of them on. That's the dish pad to keep the dish to absorb all the from the. Hey, I can't believe I have that exact same faucet. Wow, I have that exact same one. That's very cool. That is a portrait if I've ever seen one. Incredible. Thank you, Melly C. Thank you for that. The kids. So I'm halfway through the calendar. That has all the art from, well, not all of it. The cover is going to be the Sgt. Pepper thing from the anniversary show. And each month I'm still choosing. Guys, if you want to send me an email at basherdirk@gmail.com, that's basherdirk@gmail.com, and say you want your favorite pick one of the thumbnails that you liked for the show, and I will get on that as soon as I can. basherdirk@gmail.com. I'll take your suggestions, and it's going to keep doing it now. Don't do that. Maybe it's my phone. Maybe it is. Maybe it's not my computer at all. It doesn't like that, though. Man, stop it. Okay. So we got Andrew Ogwich, Cat-aholic. Let me get rid of that. It's all right. I'll just disappear from time to time, and there's nothing I can do about it. And there ain't nothing I can do about it. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Look at you, beautiful baby. Look at you, you beautiful baby. Oh, sweetheart. I would sneak up and put a little blankie around her. I used to put a little blanket around her. Like, cats don't give a shit, but because they go underneath the blankets when they want. But I used to just take her favorite blanket and make a little, like a swaddling clothes out of it. And she used to be like, all right, I'll take it. Oh, beautiful. You're a beautiful baby. We love her. Thanks, pal. Makes us all feel better, doesn't it? Mike Callan, vintage Cellini 4012. Oh, it's a link. Okay, so give me a second, and oh yeah, sure, I know this one pretty well. Hold on, let me pull this up. It's a link. So give me one moment, please. Yeah, here it is. Sure, beautiful, quite beautiful. I mean, that is very elegant, and that color blue is insane. That blue is nuts. $8,500. Now, what's the story with the movement on this thing? Because I don't know enough about that. I think it looks great, though. Let's do that. Does it talk about the movements at all? Is it a quartz watch? I don't think it is. Wow. It's beautiful. Does it say what it says? Manual wind. Oh, it's a manual wind. Look out. Wow. That's crazy town. Thanks so much, Mike Callan. Thank you for that. There I am disappearing again. Joe LaFaro, Grail Watch Wednesday. Interesting star pattern El Primero. The El Primero. We love that watch. All right, it's doing it more than... Come on, stop doing that. I'll get to the bottom of it. Yeah, I love a Zenith. I just saw a commercial, and they're like, the new Zenith Defy. I'm like, are we saying Zenith for Americans? Oh, boy. Yeah, this is absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, it's a beautiful watch. I mean, I would 1,000,000% love it. Now, look, this has some serious Gentaism going on the bracelet. It's got a little bit of AP with the. It's not exactly an octagon, is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What did you call that? It's got. How many sides has that got? 12. Wow, it's beautiful. I love it. I love that color dial, man. You got good taste there, Handsome Joe. You got good damn taste there, pal. Got good taste. I'll find out. We have California Dreaming. Oh, thank you so much. From Ken. All the leaves are brown and the sky is gray. California. I mean, California is beautiful. Emmett's dream. He lived there. Imagine being an Irish guy waking up every morning in the cold, foggy rain and dreaming of California, and then your dream comes true. Fantastic. Beautiful shot. Look at that. That's outrageous. Outrageous. Outrageous, Ken. Steve McLeod, new purchase. Have a good show tonight. Just thought I'd show you my new vintage purchase. Ooh, Le Couturier. Look at this gorgeous piece. Oh, man, that color is nuts. The Master Mariner. Look at that thing. Le Couturier. Look at that. I love this. Wow. Look how cool is that. Congratulations, man. That is a piece. I love those. I love that Art Deco logo they used to have. It's amazing. Beautiful. Look at that thing. And those hands are great. I love those straight sticks like that. Kind of industrial, kind of like a Mark II case a little bit. Really pretty. Really, really pretty. Beautiful. Congratulations, man. It's gorgeous. Love it. Steve's got really interesting taste. That's for sure. Ray says, my first Christmas fair, not a bad pitch for an islander. Oh, no, we got this already. Did I? Oh, you sent me 2 pictures, right? I'll show it again. Because you sent it to me twice. You must be a reason for that. So here it is. Oh, this was at the Christmas fair. I thought this was your gaff. This is your display. Were you there to sell all that stuff? Tell us everything, Ray. I see Jesus is over there. It's a Jesus clock. Wow. Very cool. Thanks, buddy. And Ken Furby, view of the Shard from the Sky Garden. Oh, this is cool too. It's a great building. You guys all love that building for the skyline of London? I think it's really cool. I think it's great. It reminds me of that Iron Maiden record, Brave New World, where they kind of show like a futuristic London. It's a great cover. It was when Bruce Dickinson came back to Iron Maiden, and he'd been gone for the better part of a decade. And they came back with a very strong record. And it was very, very cool. I think it was the very last painting that Derek Riggs did for them. I believe it was. Great. It's a great shot. Great shot. Thanks, pal. Thank you so much for that. Guys, thanks so much. That's the Gallery of Bastards for today. It's light, but yesterday was huge.
The Gallery of Bashtards. Send me the shots, the sublime me the Gallery of Bashtards. You share them with me, and I share with the world.
Hey, Mart, did you get that email that I sent you? Just so we could do a little testy poo. I did send you an email. Let me know if you got it, because I sent you an email as a tester just to see if maybe if you got it, then you could just send me whatever pics you had. Not sure because you haven't said anything. Let me see if you said anything since then. Carlos came up with Basharisti, I think. Okay. Oh, Carlos Paggi did? Okay, great. See, look, I said Dave Fitzsimons did it, and he's like, no, it wasn't me. Because you're the Bastards. That's why. It's amazing. Dean says, nice photos. Wow. You guys are, this is the best part. I love the fact that we share all this stuff together. The Lego Lisa, and Joe loves it. AI cats. It's been my life, right, man? Mork and Mindy, so cute. We all love the Mork and the Mindy. Sharon with $6.99 Canadian. Thank you so much. Cute cats. It's all about the cats. It's all about the cats and you. Super Chat Kong 2. Thank you, Sharon. Beautiful Sharon. Off camera, he goes, God, she's gorgeous. She is. Kevin Landon, useless facts are trapped in my brain. I'm the king of useless facts. That's all I know. Dirk keeps getting caught in the crosshairs. I'm caught in the crossfire. It's one of the classic Hitman songs. If we have anything classic, we have to play that. I'll tell you a funny story real quick, because I know it's the end of the show. But so we hadn't played in 27 years. We were playing in Germany for a lot of people in this big kind of airplane hangar thing. It's thousands and thousands of people in there. And I'm walking to the stage, and this guy comes up to me in his middle age, and he goes, Dirk, please play Caught in the Crossfire for me. It's my favorite song. My son loves it. It's our favorite song. And like, we're nobodies. So if somebody comes up and say, like, hits you like a bullet when somebody says something like that. Like, you don't think anybody listens to your music. And he goes, he's like this. He's like, would you play Caught in the Crossfire? I said, dude, it's the second to last song. And he goes, "Are you play it for me?" I said, "What's your name?" And he said, I think it was Andre or something. So when it came around, I looked for him and I said, "This one's for you, buddy." And we played it. Caught in the Crossfire from our first record. It's a big song. I don't know why people. It's all right, I guess. Thanks, Andre. Photo was of my pitch down at the Christmas fair. Oh, okay. I didn't realize that. I thought that was your very looking gaff. Calico cats are amazing. Yeah, they are. And they're always females. Need that watch. The 1503 movement. There you go. Yeah, Zenith. Yeah, it's really Zenith, right? Zenith or Zenith, right? 100%. It bugs me too, the Zenith thing. Yeah, I saw a commercial and they were like the brand new Zenith. Like Zenith is a television set. So the Zenith is something that we had years and years and years and years ago. And Mike Callan says, "Oh, love the vintage." By golly, indeed. Oh, Sharon just sent me a picture. Hey. Look at that. I saw it. I caught it. Whew, wait a second. Oh my God, this is my cat Caribbean, as in Caribbean. I rescued her from St. Lucia to Toronto in 2011. She's the best company. I love that story. You found a stray cat in St. Lucia? Oh my God, here's Caribbean. Oh my God. What the best way to end this show is with beautiful Caribbean. Oh my God, wait till you guys see this beautiful beast. Oh my God. Very beautiful. That's so, oh, she's gorgeous. And what a great mommy. I love rescue stories. You know what? I was there when I've told you guys the story about when I went to Aruba and we found these newly born cats on a rock and high tide was coming in. Me and my sister grabbed them and we got all the people from the hotel. We were children. We got them to feed them and try to find places for them to live. For you to do that, you are one of God's special people. Sharon, thank you so much for sharing that. Caribbean, you're beautiful. Welcome to the iBashers family. We get to know everybody's pets here, and I love that we know them by name. You know, there's so many superstars here, and you are one of them. Look at you, you beautiful lady. And God was looking out for you because God said to Sharon, you know, I have a special friend for you. Wow, that is so great. Sharon, thank you so much for that. What a great way. Oh, Caribbean. What a great way to end the show. Guys, thanks so much for being a part of this incredible world. It's your show. I just host it, and it's my absolute honor to be a part of it. Thanks to everybody who comes in and does what they do. I want to thank all my beautiful Patreons who, behind the scenes, give me the ability to do this show every single day, and everybody who helps out in any which way. It doesn't really matter. I'm just so overwhelmed by the kindness, beauty, and love and support, and I hope you feel it right back from me because I love you all. Thanks so much. Guys, remember to hold the door open. Remember to say please and thank you. And remember, if you encounter unkindness, you can never know what that person's going through. They can be having a bad day. Either that or, you know, they're maybe not such a nice person, but give them enough rope to hang themselves because you never know. You never really know. I've met people that have become great friends after hating them on the first impression, you know. But just remember that. Give them enough rope to hang themselves. It's either that or they're just a... Bashers.